Okay, now it works. Now I can pray. Om Gyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manopishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadati Svavadantikam. Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome to all of you. My name is Madhuri Radhika Devidasi, and I will try to introduce to this wonderful, wonderful process of empathic communication that I have been practicing for quite some years, and that has truly changed myself and my life. So I'm living happy, more meaningful, more connected to myself and to my near and dear ones. And not only, I'm also, thanks to empathic communication, I'm able to connect even to strangers in more harmonious way and more in the heart level. Amber is joining. I'm curious. Yeah, we will see. But I would invite us to start with just making very short introduction, or it's maybe even not introduction. If you could say your good name, whether you have a spiritual name or your passport name, so that we could all hear and learn how to pronounce each other's names. And also, from which part of the world are you calling in today? As I said, my name is Madhuri Radhika, and I'm calling from Sweden. Who would like to be next?
So I can introduce. My name is Ozgur. I'm Turkish, but I live in Japan.
Okay.
So nice to meet you all.
Thank you very much. And welcome, Bhuvan Sundari. Who would like to go next?
I can be the next. I'm sorry. First.
Yeah. Okay. Please, Indika will go.
I am Indika. I am from Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Yes.
Welcome. Thank you. Bhuvan Sundari, do you want to go next?
Hare Krishna. I'm Bhuvan Sundari Devidasi. I'm from China, the capital of China, Beijing. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, welcome. Thank you. Who would like to go next?
Hare Krishna. My name is Ushu Raman. I'm from India.
From India. Which part of India?
North India. It's the state Uttar Pradesh.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
My name is Chaitanya Dasi, and I'm calling in from Croatia, Europe.
Okay. Yes, thank you. And I wonder, Govinda Rupini Mataji, are you able to show yourself to us?
I can, yes. I'm working on getting it set up.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Hare Krishna. My name is Govinda Rupini Devidasi at your service. I am currently calling in from Florida, but I will be traveling over the summer. So I will be in Dallas, North Carolina, other parts of Texas, so New York.
Okay, welcome. Welcome. I'm really, really, really delighted to see all of you. So let's then dive in. I would like first introduce a little bit our little crew here. It's me who tries to share this content of empathic communication and offer some practice opportunities within our time together here online, and also offer some practice opportunities during the week in between the sessions and between the practice bodies, as we call them. Because empathic communication creator, or actually, let me go a little back. Empathic communication is adjusted by His Holiness Pure Krishna Goswami from nonviolent communication. And the creator of nonviolent communication process was Marshall Rosenberg, American psychotherapist. And he created it in 1960s because already from his childhood, he was occupied by the question what it is what allows some human beings stay compassionate even in most trying and difficult situations, and what it is what makes others to behave violently towards themselves and others. And this interest brought him to put together this process of nonviolent communication. And I have had good fortune also to study with him in 2003, 2004, and maybe it was also 2006 or 7. And His Holiness Pure Krishna Maharaj was curious about similar question. And he saw that devotees have sometimes so many difficulties within their relationships. And he wanted really to support devotees creating more loving relationship so that our society, ISKCON, could be more love-giving society than it is now. And His Holiness Pure Krishna Goswami called this process, when he adjusted it for devotees, he called it empathic communication. So I have had good fortune also to study under His Holiness Pure Krishna Maharaj, and all these courses are conducted for his pleasure and with his blessing and guidance. Yeah. And yeah, I usually have also my technical support, my good husband, Janananda Prabhu, who helps with technicalities to put the people into breakout rooms and groups, and it's great help for me. And we discuss beforehand the content of the course and see also his point of view, what he thinks, what fits in, what could be some other places, etc. So he's great support for me, not only in life, but also doing these courses. But today he was so exhausted from previous week services that he was not able to join. So I hope you forgive me if I will be clumsy finding out how to put you into breakout rooms, and I hope to your patience and kindness. So I guess I have introduced what I wanted to introduce. And the course structure. Marshall Rosenberg said that this nonviolent communication or empathic communication, this process is very simple and very universal. He also studied comparative religions, and he found out that these principles are applied in each religion. So there is nothing new for human beings. And at the same time, he said, but at the same time, it's so difficult to put into practice. And as you maybe also have tried out in your life to change others by preaching them or teaching them, it usually doesn't work well, because nobody wants to be taught how to live their lives, right? And the best teacher, in my experience, is our own example. If we will be able to not adapt, but to imbibe this process, to really change our whole old and maybe not so helpful communication habits into more connecting, more meaningful, more patient, more kind, more understanding, more compassionate habits, then this will be like a good infection that will change others as well. And I have also experienced that it doesn't take more people than one to create the change. If I'm changed, if my heart is changed in this regard, this energy affects others around us, because we are all tiny parts and parcels of God, of Krishna, and we have all qualities of Krishna, just in smaller quantity. But these qualities tend to become covered in this material world with all kinds of conditions. So if we become more connected to these qualities, then we help others to be reminded these qualities in their hearts as well. All right, any questions, comments so far? Or additions? I guess I raised my hand, but I actually don't need to hold my hand up. Okay. Yeah, and course structure will be, we will have these 2-hour sessions, 10 times, 10 consecutive Sundays. And as I see, you all managed to make this last time change in a time. And I'm very grateful for your flexibility. And I apologize for all inconvenience that this might have been causing for you to change your schedules and etc. So we will have these 2-hour sessions, and in between sessions, I try to put you into pairs, into practice pairs. And towards the end of this session, we will look into these pairs, how this you think will fit timing wise and time zones wise and etc. And I would suggest that if you at any cost could find a time during the week, at least connect for 15 minutes, for 30 minutes with your practice partner and review or share your learnings, your realizations. That would be immensely useful. And the sessions are usually built up this way, that there is portion of theory or some new concepts, and then afterwards we try immediately try this out in the practice. I guess that's quite easy structure. Yeah, and now I would invite you to the first breakout room to discuss the topic of this course, harmony. And the questions are, I tried to maybe share my screen because usually it's easier when one sees it also visually. Where is my screen sharing? I guess it's this one. Let's see if I got a new. Yeah. Can you see the screen? Yeah. Thank you. I'll try to make it bigger here. So we are here right now. So I invite you, maybe I could also make this one bigger. So that is the first question. What does harmony mean to you? And where in your life do you experience harmony? And I will post these questions into chat also, so you could copy from there and take with you into breakout room. And another question is, what is the opposite of harmony for you? And in which areas of your life are you longing for more harmony? And there will be 3 + 3 minutes. How many of us are we here right now? I lost my big screen. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are 7, correct? And plus me 8. So we can be 2 and 2 in groups. I will join one group too. So, and it's invitation to discuss. There will be like 3 minutes per person. And on the, I think on the right corner of the screen, of your screen, we'll be ticking this counter of the time. And then there will be, if this 3 + 3, altogether 6 minutes are over, then there will come 1 minute warning to kind of sum up and come out from the breakout room. And I will copy these questions to the chat right now. So you will have let's stop sharing. So you could copy from the chat to your group room, because I'm not sure if this general chat is still available in the breakout room. So just in case, you could maybe copy it for you. And now I'm excited to try if I manage to put you into breakout rooms. So, where are the breakout rooms? Mhm. Okay, I found them. So, and I will assign the day automatically. So I need 4 breakout rooms, right? In order to get 2 people in each room, correct? My left side of brain, which is logical and number brain, is kind of going into retirement. So I need your help with calculations. So 4 rooms, correct? And let's try. Yeah. Oh. Okay, there is.
There's 7 of us.
Yes, correct. And then I will add myself to room 4. Then we will be 8. Okay, let's try. And let's see if I succeed to add myself. Yeah. Okay. Manage it. Would it be okay if we will record our group work? Or
Of course.
yes. Okay. What a pleasure to be together with you in this first breakout room. So, would you like to start sharing first?
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does harmony mean to me? Wow. I guess it's when there are differences, different people, different opinions, different needs, and we somehow have to all come together. And then we need this process of harmonizing all those differences so that we could all, in a way, meet our needs and also develop some sort of loving relationships and communications so that it clicks and it flows in a beautiful way so that we're all nourished.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you. Do you want to, shall we take that we both answer first question and then go to second? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so much resonating with what you shared. For me also, harmony means like honoring the differences. Because we are all so different, not only humans, but there is no 2 similar souls in the whole creations. We are all so different. And in one way, it's so beautiful. Like I always get this example of a beautiful flower bouquet with different colors, shapes, fragrances, textures, and they all can be put together in such a beautiful way, which is very harmonious. Or like an orchestra of lots of instruments, musical instruments, which conduct some kind of piece of music under the guidance of, what is it called, director, yeah? And it could be so beautiful, so soul-touching, heart-touching, so harmonious. But it could be also very disharmonious or cacophonic if there is no harmony, no kind of skillful director or coordinator or, yeah. And for me, most fascinating is this aspect that how to really respect our differences and support each other to manifest our differences, our strengths, our beauty, and to do it really in harmonious way, like in a beautiful flower bouquet or in a well-rehearsed orchestra. That's exciting for me. Okay, there is
Love that.
help someone asking. So I will come back and And you could maybe reflect on these questions later, yeah? Room 3, I try to find out. Yes.
Hello. Actually, I am alone in the room. I didn't understand what I have to do.
Okay, you're alone in the room. That was not supposed to be you alone.
Okay.
So let me see what's going on here. And
Thank you.
the pair was supposed to discuss about these questions.
Okay.
So maybe
Okay.
you would like to start to share first thought about first question until I try to figure out what went wrong. Breakout room.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I think I will move Chaitanya Dasi to our room. Yeah. If you don't mind to start sharing.
Okay. So I think harmony is happens more than one people, and our hello.
Yeah.
So harmony is something I think more than one people start to share something or start some collaboration. There is no conflicts occur. When there is no conflict occur, everybody understand each other. Becomes harmony, I think.
Mm. I will now leave to your room. It was my mate.
Okay.
So you will be
Thank you.
two of you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
you. Yes. Welcome back, dear all. Yeah, now I see I calculated wrong. We were 6, so please forgive me my mistakes, and your help is always welcome when you see I'm calculating not this way as you think it should be. And I think timing was also longer, but there is room for improvement for me. Okay, so I'm really curious now to harvest this discussion in this our big group. And I would like to hear maybe 2, 3 of you sharing. Maybe one sentence. What does harmony mean for you? And others are welcome to write it into chat. What does harmony mean for you? Would like to share?
Okay, let me share. Yeah. I think harmony when there is more people other than you in some environments to communicate smoothly without any conflict.
Mm. Thank you. Anybody else?
Krishna.
Please, Phanasundar.
In my opinion, harmony is understanding and acceptance for others.
Thank you. Yes, maybe one more voice. And anybody who wants as well, please.
For me, harmony is experience, emotion, that kind of experience that it is not a thought or belief or something. It is an experiential thing, and it can cause by different things. Maybe, probably no conflicts. Maybe inside my mind, if there is no conflict, I would experience harmony.
Mm. Yeah, thank you. So from your sharings, what I was catching is that harmony can be both inside and outside between people and within ourselves, between different so-called parts of our psyche, or however we like to call it.
Yeah, for me, even outside could be conflict, but maybe if I have a certain way of development, I could have inside harmony, even though outside conflict is there.
Yes, yes, that wouldn't it be a wonderful state to be in all the time? Yes, thank you. And in the chat, I'm reading from Chaitanya Dasi, or honoring differences, resolving conflicts in a win-win way, and bring out the best in every situation. Beautiful. I have feeling that we are like more or less on the same wavelength about understanding harmony. Yeah, so let's then dive into the content of empathic communication. And for today, I prepared 2 topics: intention of empathic communication and needs at the core of empathic communication. And let's first dive into the intention part. Yes, as I already mentioned in the beginning, we are all parts and parcels of Krishna, and our true nature is actually being joyful. Soul's true nature is being joyful. And joyful also, for me, it means to enjoy giving and receiving in a joyful and compassionate way, without coercion, without being pushed either by ourselves or by others, or without expecting some rewards, or just giving from pure heart, from pure joy of giving. And this is, I think, one characteristics of a spiritual culture. Within spiritual culture, that you probably all have also experienced that in the temple or somewhere amongst devotees, or also into your material affairs of life, you have had sometimes experience that you just feel, I just want to give this to this other person, just out of joy of giving, without any expectations, without so-called making it like business deal of thinking, oh, if I give this, what do I get in return? So these 2 kinds of givings are very different givings, right? One is very characteristic for spiritual culture, and another is more characteristic to material culture. Yeah, and so empathic communication is the process that helps us cultivate and become more aware of our intentions, because in our fast-paced lives in nowadays world, it may be so easy to lose track of our true intentions and just go with the flow. And that's the place where empathic communication can be helpful, because it is founded on language and communication skills that enables us to remain conscious of our own intentions and to choose our intentions even under trying circumstances. And therefore, it enhances our ability to stay compassionate, to stay human with others, even if others respond differently. So the intention of empathic communication is to seek harmony, which in other words could mean that to develop such a quality connection with ourselves and with others that allows us to understand our needs, our own needs and others' needs, and connect to these needs, and together then explore how to care for everyone's needs, how to find solutions that take in consideration everybody's needs. And needs are really very powerful piece of empathic communication, and we will dive into needs a little later. So yeah, and our intention while using EC is to hold this intention, to seek harmony, to connect with other humans on the heart level, even when we are angry or upset or don't feel like connecting. Because when we are connected to our intention and our needs, then we are actually also becoming more free to choose how we respond. We are not anymore so easily triggered and just reacting to triggers, but we can choose our intention, be reminded our intention, what really matters for us, what is important for us, and choose to live according to our values and our intentions moment by moment in life. Or on the other hand, we are not only invested into getting certain results, into getting to our goals, no matter what, but we have intention to connect first, and then pursue towards our goals, our results together, considering others around us and also our deeper values. And if we forgot this intention to connect, then no matter how well we will practice this mechanics of this empathic communication, it will come out as a hollow or mechanic, or people may perceive it as a manipulation. And that would be very, very sad, because many of the people, including myself, have been raised up actually by manipulation tactics, because my beloved parents, with their best intentions, they didn't know anything about the needs, and they were raised the same way. And if we would take this beautiful process of empathic communication and use it only in the manipulative or mechanic way, then we will break the trust even more. And for people, it will be even more hard to trust us in the future, because we have taken another method or model and still using in the old way to get what we want in expense of others' values and wishes and needs. Any questions, comments on that part? If not, let's do one practice in the big group. And this practice is called cultivating awareness of intention. And it involves our bodies, because also in this, at least in the Western world, many people are so many years used to be living only in their brains, and mostly in the left brain hemisphere, this rational, logical brain hemisphere. And we may have been totally forgetting that we have also bodies which are giving our signs and signals about important things in our lives, like feelings and needs. So I invite you to sit comfortably on your seat. Maybe you want to straighten your spine or make some other necessary adjustments so you feel really support and comfort on your chair. And if it feels comfortable for you, I invite you to focus your attention inside. And often closing your eyes may help if you feel safe enough to do that. Or if not, then you can gently drop your gaze downwards to the floor or in front of you. And just take a few deeper breaths to come down to your body. And I invite you now to notice whether you chose to keep your eyes open or closed. And are you aware of the intention behind your choice? And now I call you to remind, where did you sit at your mealtime today? And are you aware of the intention behind the choice of choosing your sitting place? And another moment. Recall something you said or did today. Just one thing. What was your intention behind this, what you said or did? Yeah. And another moment. Remember your choice to join this course today. What was your intention joining this course, this session today? Yeah. And when you are ready, open your eyes and look around the screen, being aware that each person here being conscious of their intention in coming here today. And I will assign you again into breakout rooms. Try to recreate them. And to set the time. So I will give you 6 minutes time. So each of you has 3 minutes approximately and 60 seconds to check out. Good luck. Welcome back, everybody. So let's harvest. I'm curious to hear maybe from each of you, what is your intention to come here today? And also, how was this sharing in the pairs for you, if you want to share?
Let me share again,
Yes.
if it's okay for everyone. So my intention was, so this is a little private, but I have some problems with my wife. So she's Japanese. That's why we moved to Japan. So, but there's cultural differences there's this conflicts make some unharmony. Yes. So, and I wanted to see some my behaviors to see, because it comes from the born. I think it cannot be changed easily, even the difficult part of ours, especially in the private relation. So it's hard to do harmony sometimes. So this was my intention, to see my parts that I could heal, improve as an empathic way. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for sharing this delicate intention of yourself. Thank you. Anybody else?
Yeah, I would like to share. My intention has been to receive the association of like-hearted devotees with whom my heart resonates, and I can serve them, and we can collaborate to do certain services in this direction.
Mm.
And this one more thing just came to me that like the intention behind joining the course, like that intention is also being prompted by Krishna seated within the heart. Krishna collecting different devotees from different parts of the world and guiding everyone. So it's no coincidence. It's his plan bringing everyone together at one platform. And there is a need for that collaboration because, yeah, so that's, thank you.
Thank you very much. Beautiful. Yes, who would like to share next?
For me, intention for joining this course is I have realized that I suppress a lot of emotions and with a good intention, and so that not to make others unhappy, but with the intention that not to make the other person unhappy, but I suppress my emotions and later it builds up and it creates a lot of problems. So, I need to express my emotions and needs, particularly in a family context and when it comes to intimate relationships.
Yeah.
So that is my intention.
Beautiful. Thank you. And I'm so fascinated that in this course right now we are having an equal number of male and female participants, which is so rare. I'm really glad to see this kind of balance and harmony here. Yes, who would like to go next? Yeah, and if my husband would have been here today, there would have been even more harmony and balance. Yes, who would like to go next?
Hare Krishna, I can share next.
Please.
I applied for this courses is because I encountered with some problem when I preaching the Krishna consciousness to others, even though it's to my really close friend, and I find that sometimes people they have some misunderstanding or probably my way is not that proper to that to introduce or philosophy or to understanding their situation and during the communication. So I want to be better and be a mutual preacher when introduce Krishna consciousness to others and when we want to help them, want to introduce and pair with them when they are working into the Krishna consciousness.
Beautiful. Thank you. Anybody else would like to share?
Hare Krishna.
Please.
I can resonate so much with everything you all said. And my main inspiration was just seeing the relationship in my local community and how what a negative effect it can have on the whole mission of Srila Prabhupada. And it has been so heavy on my heart for years and then I see that actually I'm also one of the factors in that. Although I'm trying somehow to about more harmony, but I see I'm not connected with myself either, and in my personal life, and then it kind of spills over into the larger community. And then, even though I'm trying to make a positive difference, it comes out, makes a worse result than it was. So I was really hoping that I could, that some click inside of me could help it, so that I would be more peaceful and harmonious inside, and that could spill out outside. Yeah.
Thank you.
But I also feel like everything you shared is also part of my deeper intentions.
How wonderful to hear. This really sounds like like-minded souls gathered here together. Thank you. And I wonder if Govinda Rupi Mataji would like to share as well, or how are you there? Okay, probably not available right now. Next time, I would still be curious to hear. Oh, it really touched my heart what you shared all. And it gives me so much hope, because even though I said that it's enough, one person is enough to start a change, but one person's batteries may run off if this person is alone for a long time. So my secret hope is that through these courses that I'm offering, that there would be finally selection of devotees who would like to do more than one course, who would really like to integrate it into their lives, who would like to start sharing it also in their communities, in their areas, who would like to collaborate. I'm in this area right now quite lonely with this, quite alone with this one. I've been putting up a website, which is very basic, but which is a lot of work for one person. And I'm doing all these things alone. Of course, my husband supports with this Zoom courses as much as he can, but otherwise, yeah, it's my dream that there would be also, for example, online platform for these like-minded people who want to support, who want to practice, who want to call out sometimes when things go so wrong, despite of our, trying, and that there will be kind of like we used to call it like empathy first aid ambulance, where we could call out that, oh my God, it went so wrong. I need some empathy. Please help me to connect with myself and others, and all these kind of wonderful things. So these are my dreams and hopes. And hearing you, these hopes became really strong. And oh wow, your intentions are so similar to mine as well. So let's see what happens. What is Krishna's plan? All right, that was about intention for today. And another core thing in empathic communication is needs. Needs are really at the core of empathic communication. And I hope you're not tired from the breakout groups yet. I would like to start the needs topic also with small group discussion. And the questions, I would share the screen again. Oh yeah, maybe first I would like to see the show of hands. Are there any of you who are completely new to empathic communication, who haven't heard anything, who haven't practiced? Okay, yes, thank you. Any of you who have been before in empathic communication courses or nonviolent communication courses somewhere in the world? No. Any of you who has read Pure Krishna Maharaj's book? Let me show the book here. Realizing our empathic nature, connected to Krishna. Okay. Or who has been reading Marcel Rosenberg's Nonviolent Communication book? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. It's kind of gives me sense where we are, that none of you are totally new and blank who hasn't heard about needs or the whole process, correct? I didn't see, of course, Govinda Rupini Mataji's reaction. Let me see the chat. No, it's not there too. Okay. So yeah, let's then, I will put it, I will open my shares, screen sharing. Here it is again. And these blue things are the questions and that I invite you to explore in the big group, in the small groups, again, in the dyads, and maybe give a little explanation in order to make it more clear. So first question to ask each other, and maybe you take like one person at a time, that one person is like in first 3 minutes, one person is the one who is asking, and another person is answering all these questions, and then you switch the roles. And first question is, what brings you joy? What do you like doing? And another person reflects and answers to that question. Then this first person asks next question. So how does this, and this means what you shared in the first question. Let's say, for me, sharing empathic communication brings so much joy. That was answer to the first question. Then next question, how does this sharing empathic communication make your life more wonderful? Yeah, again, this first person asks and another person answers to that. And then first person asks, so why is this important for you? That means, why is this B, what answer of this question, why is that important for you? Like for me, how does empathic communication sharing my life more wonderful? Because I meet like-minded people and I can share what is so dear to my heart. That was answer B. And now person number 1 is asking, so why is this answer B important for you? And it's important for me because it makes my life so much more meaningful. And then first person asks again about now this previous question. So how does this life being more meaningful for you contribute to your well-being? And for me, my case, it would be because it makes me joyful, it makes me connected, it makes me grounded even in difficult situations, and it makes me able to support my husband and others around me when they are in very difficult situations. And then the last question first person asks would be, so how do you feel now? And you maybe noticed that I had such a sigh of relief. Maybe you have different feeling at the end, but whatever you feel, notice that you will share. Any questions about this little process? I will put it again into chat, or I saw some of you made the photos, also good idea. Okay, I will stop sharing. Oh, I'm getting quite skillful sharing and stopping. So, and now I will make the breakout rooms. 2 people again. I will recreate. Yeah. Okay, and how do you feel actually? 3 minutes, was it for previous practices was 3 minutes okay per person, or too long, too short? If it was okay, please show like this. If it was, or if it was too long, if it was okay, show this. If you want less, show this. If you want more, show that. Or did it become too complicated? No. I guess it became complicated. You can just speak out. How was it? Too long, too short? Okay.
Maybe
I think
too
it was
short.
okay.
Okay. For Sundaris, you said,
Should be
Maybe
longer.
too short.
and for you was too long for Sundari.
So for me, longer should be better.
Longer should be better. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it should be a little better for this practice because there are many questions. Let's put 5 minutes per person. That means 10 minutes together plus 60 seconds coming out. Okay, and if you're ready, you're welcome to chat or come out. So is it everything set up now? I believe so. Enjoy your exchanges.
We want to give some time. We want to take some time, and the give and take is not possible in all societies. Sometimes we feel we are always giving, but we don't take. Sometimes we feel we are taking, but we cannot give. So that's why I think it's, for me, this is catching the harmony in society. On both sides makes me joy. I feel living. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Anyone else like to share? What did you get out from this exercise? Or maybe you didn't get out and want some other kind of exercise.
Hare Krishna.
Yes.
It was beautiful for me to see the effect of these questions, because on the one hand, it has such an enlivening and light effect, but then on the other hand, on me at least, it had an effect that I realized, oh, I'm not putting enough energy into this thing that is really important for me. So it was motivating to really do something about it.
Thank you. Anybody else like to share? What are you harvesting from that practice?
Yes, that in the process of answering questions, I aware of I had to I explore more what's happening inside myself to come up with the answer. Be aware of what creates joy, or so that kind of awareness happen that normally that when I have so much self-consciousness, it is problematic. But when I connect with larger consciousness, it is more wonderful place.
Thank you. Yeah. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'll share. I mean, what
Please.
I feel in, like, I really appreciate the flow of questions, and I do really, like, I really deeply resonate with what Indika sir just shared. Like, it's the unpacking of your own heart and trying to revisit those inner chambers of your deepest regions of your heart. What do you want? What is the calling from within? And bringing your consciousness to that awareness. So it's a very good exercise to understand, maybe track where I'm lacking in those terms, and then I can work on that. So yeah, so that's what I feel. It's a beautiful exercise. So it was so lovely to work through that. Thank you.
Yeah, I really love you saying unpacking own heart and visiting the inner chambers. So beautiful metaphor. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else wants to share? I feel it's such a wealth coming out from these sharings as well.
Yes. For the exercise, for the first question, I said that staying with devotee and preaching Krishna consciousness to others can make me feel that joy, really joyful. And when we go in deeper and ask the rest of the question, and I feel that yes, just like the what the Osho probably said, is unpacked or internal belief and what is the most meaningful things for our life, and what should be focused the most, and because I it's like just like what the Chaitanya Dasi said, also haven't put enough energy and time and focus on these things, so it made me can start to think that well, how can I put the most important thing in the center of my life,
Wow.
and try to make it as the how to say most important thing to occupy whole the whole space of my life. That will be make my life wonderful, more
Wow.
than ever before. Yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. I'm really happy to hear that you are having such rich harvest from this practice. And in a way, this where you landed is, or these steps actually, this is like a ladder to the chambers of our heart. And we will start now speaking about needs. And these simple questions actually help us to go deeper through different layers of the needs. Because as none of you is completely new to empathic communication or nonviolent communication, you must know that behind every human action, behind every word we say, is actually attempt or intention to meet needs, to take care of our needs. But if we are not aware even what are these needs, then we are like blind men searching in the darkness for something. And very often things can go wrong because we are not connected. What is the actual need? We feel this energy, this urge, this pushing us, the energy of needs. But if we cannot pinpoint what is the need, then we may make wrong choices and try out wrong things that actually don't help to take care of these needs. So this is one way how to help ourselves and our friends, for example, to get more close to their what is really important for them, what really matters, or other words, needs. Yeah, and we confuse needs and strategies, as Chaitanya Mataji says. So now I invite us to focus a little more on needs. We have a little less than half an hour. I will write it down. And yeah, in some context, people use the word needs, but in some context, this word needs is also understood in totally different way. And people may feel that, oh no, I don't want to be needy. And in this regard, there is nothing to do with neediness. So in different contexts, we may use different words for this. Instead of needs, for example, we could use inner motivation, motivators, because the simple example, which one need, which probably most people recognize, is need for nourishment, right? Our body gives our sign. How? When we are having need for nourishment. What do we feel? Hunger. Yeah, hunger. So our body is actually a very important instrument, like a compass towards the needs. Or if we feel thirsty, what is the need? Hydration, right? Body needs some more liquid, some water, some hydration. Essential needs. And also in our fast-paced societies, many people probably are too good to ignore these needs as well, right? So instead of needs, we could say inner motivators or longings, or what matters to us, what's important for us. And these words, as you maybe noticed, in these questions there was word need was not used, and still you could go deeper using this ladder towards more deeper layers of the needs. And needs are usually not coming in a solo way. Often in life we have many needs on the plate to operate with or to take care of, and the needs can also be in the layers. Like first I may think like one thing is important, but when I get it when I get connection with it, there comes out next layer and next layer and next layer to deeper and deeper inner chambers. But I'm thinking that first I would like you to share, what do you need, what do you know about the needs? What are important aspects, characteristics about needs that you already know and aware of? So we could be like peers in teaching also. So each of us has something to share, to teach. So about needs, what you have learned about needs? What are the characteristics or yeah?
Needs are countless. It comes to me.
Mm-hmm.
Need never stops, I think.
Yeah, that needs, yeah.
Because people, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
When we accomplished one of our needs, another needs comes. So I really feel this is the human nature.
Yeah. Can we say maybe that needs are Marshall Rosenberg said needs are the divine energy. Because as soon as we don't have needs, we are dead bodies. So needs are really this energy of life, divine energy in us, flowing through this material body, which is actually a dead lump of matter, right? Yeah.
And I realized that when we don't fulfill our needs, yeah, I totally agree with you. Body gives signs, and sometimes it can be stressful. It can be not a good manner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or what do you mean by this? Could you elaborate a bit?
I don't know, just to be simple. Sometimes I feel when I'm so hungry, but I'm far away from any food source, so it gives a little stress. So it affects my behaviors also. Sometimes I feel that.
Yeah.
This is just basic, but it's just an example.
Yeah, it's an example where another feeling comes on the play and gives gives kind of sign that there is another need, right? If I'm hungry, there is no source of food available. Body gives the next sign, right? That, oh, stress, what need could be behind that? Maybe need for safety? That
I think to surviving.
Yeah, surviving, need to survive, that I will reach this source of food on time, so I will survive, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because let me finish this my needs and focus on the next one.
Yeah.
Do you really believe there is a hierarchy on the needs? Do you believe it?
There, as I have experienced, you know, all Maslow's pyramid of needs, where there is this hierarchy, like let's say more cross bodily needs are on the lower platform, and then it comes like more subtle. What I have experienced, and also hearing Marcia Rosenberg express, is that needs hierarchy is like the time hierarchy. Like you brought an example, that hunger, right? If there is little hunger, then this need of nourishment is maybe not on the top of this hierarchy, right? I could survive, or I could tolerate to some extent this need for nourishment is not satisfied, right? But if it, and then maybe like myself, I'm sometimes so excited about what I'm doing that I'm putting aside this need for nourishment, and then other need for excitement, meaning joy, are more higher in the hierarchy. So I choose to go on until this need of nourishment jumps really high in the hierarchy. And I have to, or I'm getting headache, my body is signing that, hey, you cannot have more fun if you don't take care of that need for nourishment. So in this regard, I see that needs hierarchy. Which one is like most urgent at the moment? Does that make sense?
Yeah, for me, yes.
Yeah. And as Maslow's hierarchy, I don't remember exactly the levels, but there is like, yeah, shelter and food and etc. Like gross bodily needs are on the first platform, and then last comes self-actualization or something like this. But there are so many examples, isn't it, where there have been really poor and hungry artists creating like really, I imagine for artists, this is self-actualizations to create these pieces of art, right? So in this regard, I feel and experience that there is rather this time hierarchy, which need is like most urgent right now to take care of. And it's not always too easy to distinguish.
So can we say that it depends on the situation or the circumstances?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. 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 Anything else about needs? Knowledge about the needs you would like to contribute to our sharing?
There's one thing that comes to me, like I do appreciate Mataji, you shared about the needs of the body, and our body also holds messages and signals. So, you know, being conscious of your body is not the same as being bodily conscious.
Yeah, wow, well said.
You can be like you can be conscious of your body in full Krishna consciousness.
Brilliant.
And when those because the body is speaking, the body is it's Krishna's property, it wants to be engaged in Krishna's service in a certain way. And by body, I'm also meaning the subtle body. So
yeah,
so those longings have to be addressed and attended to, because Krishna is speaking through the body, how Krishna wants his energy to be engaged in his service. So, yeah. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Krishna is speaking through the body. I like it. Yeah, anybody else? Yeah, so often I have heard that in Krishna consciousness, at least in earlier days, these things have been mixed up, right? That what is being conscious of body and bodily consciousness, and that has created quite some harm. Yes, anything else about needs?
Needs are universal.
Yeah, did you say universal?
Yes,
Yes,
needs are universal.
yes. And what does that mean?
Everybody shares same kind of needs, and I learned that there is needs and strategies, the other word. So normally people's needs are same needs, but their strategies would be different for fulfilling them.
Yes, could be. Yeah. Thank you. Anything else anybody wants to add?
I cannot question if nobody has some speech.
Mm-hmm.
Is it, if you don't mind, I want to ask you. I was
Yeah.
thinking if the needs can be prioritized or unprioritized, or it's always in similar level to, for example, for myself, I have a hierarchy in my insight.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it can be changed? This levels? I would like to hear, if you don't mind.
Let me check if I understood your question. Is it that, for example, for me, the need for beauty is extremely important. And for the sake of taking care of this need for beauty, I could put other needs into like lower, as lower priorities for me. I could be, for example, hungry. If I have to choose, I could be for some time hungry in order to have a need for beauty met. Is that what you mean, for example?
Actually, not exactly. For example, you say beauty is important for you. Do you think you can do something, or you can change your mindset and change this, and you can put maybe something different to the more priority in the up levels? This can be customized or not, actually. It can be worked to customize, do you think?
I think that it's always the choice, and intention comes to play, right? If we become more aware what is our intention in each moment when we open our mouth, when I'm saying something to someone, then I notice about myself that I'm sometimes blurring out things that I'm actually, before saying, I'm not aware what is my intention, and that means also I'm not aware what is my need behind it. And especially with my good husband, I noticed that sometimes I'm saying something and then I'm like, oops, I wasn't aware of my need, of my intention, and it didn't land well. And I'm regretting, right? So I could then choose to, well, let's say, how I want to say it. When I'm becoming more aware of my intention and what is like overarching intention. For example, overarching intention could be seeking harmony within and without in each and every situation, right? So this is like this direction I want to go in each and every minute. This is how I want to live my life. Then this thought is new for me, so I need to churn it. Yeah, if I have this intention, seeking harmony, then, for example, I would take more time before I open my mouth, right? So then my need for, I have sometimes quick in speaking and thinking, but then I may change this priority and instead take priority, maybe priority like efficiency, need for efficiency, right? I would maybe change it into need for being thoughtful, being caring, and that requires taking time, right? Does that address the thing?
Yes, thank you very much. So you say that it can be customized in order to catch harmony.
Yeah, according to
Can we say
intention.
this? Okay.
Yeah. And I feel it's always dynamic because needs are changing. Or not needs are changing, yeah. Or rather the prioritizing of needs is changing. Already when one ages, right? Child has different priority needs in higher priority than adult, right? Young adult has different priorities, higher priorities of needs. Older adult and then senior person. So the time already kind of helps us to customize. So it's like I think this customizing is needed constantly, right? Because body changes, circumstances changes, association changes. Like they say, one thing that is for sure that is certain in material world is that everything always changes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And that's also for me, that's exciting because it can be frustrating. Like in my age, it's a bit difficult to do quick changes. So it can be also frustrating, but in a way it's also exciting because it's never dull or boring.
So can we say that when we get older, this customization is becoming more harder?
I don't know. I think it's also very personal. Some situation comes to my mind that when I was young adult in my 70s, 18, 19 years old, and there was little older ladies with whom I've been like growing up together, and I've been like admiring them. And we went to we lived in a small village, and I was admiring them in this local village cultural events and parties, how they were dancing and how lively and lovely they were. And at some moment they were disappearing. They were not anymore there, taking part of these things, and I kind of missed them. And I didn't understand what happened. Why, how come they were like the heart of the event? And what happens? I in a way felt even lost because they were like my role models. But then time went past and I saw that, oh, the needs changes, or the needs they prioritized changed. But I think it's very individual because some senior people can be very flexible and easily adaptable, and others not so easily. And same with young people, right? Some could be very easily, quickly adaptable to changes, and some not. So I believe we are all individuals, we are all persons, and therefore also this needs thing is so important to start to see others and ourselves as persons, unique persons with unique needs at each and every moment. Not to think that, okay, if in this session, if in this situation, in this moment, I have this need, the highest one, it doesn't mean that the other person has the same need as the highest one. And there, I think where this harmony thing comes to play, not to, eliminate others who are different, but to try to really harmonize all these differences and hierarchies and things. Does that make sense?
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm getting some tingling in my arms when I'm speaking about it. I feel my need for connection and inspiration and think deeply about things makes my energy moving. Right. Yeah. My body is happy. So, where are we?
Krishna,
Yes, please.
I have a question. Is it the three material quality? I mean, the three guna will influence the need, the demands of different kind of people, such as for some kind of person, they may not have the they may not have the need for fulfill the self-realization. For some people stay in the ignorance. If you ask them what they need, they will say that I just want to have a peaceful life, or I just have to have food and have get well with my family. That kind of. Can you explain this a little bit to us?
Anybody else would like to answer to that question?
Can I try?
Please.
Somehow I see, and if we read the Bhagavad Gita, like everything can be in 3 different modes of nature, in faith and in anything. So somehow it seems to me that gunas are more connected to strategies and not to needs. At least that's my feeling.
Yeah, and I see in the chat you have Chaitanya Mataji also made note that we confuse needs and strategies, right? And yeah, people's lives, people living their lives also under influence of different gunas, isn't it? Yeah, and yeah, anybody else wants to comment on this topic, on this question? Yeah, maybe an example, like we have need for nourishment, right? So that need can be the strategies or ways how to take care of this need could be in eating Krishna Prasadam, right? Which is, I guess, the highest, or eating simply sattvic food, or eating food that is in a mode of passion, or eating totally tamasic mood, right? So this same need can be satisfied in different levels using different strategies. And same about association, same about, right? So it seems to me also that that needs are this energy in us, life energy or divine energy, however we like to call it. But the strategies are different under different gunas. Anyone disagrees, has different opinion?
I just want to make sure some people share with the same kind of needs, such as in the Maslow pyramid, the top level is the self-realization or self-achievement or something, that kind of things. Yeah, but yeah, when I meet some people who is non-devotee and stay in totally ignorance state, and they will say that I don't have that kind of mission and hope and need. I just want to have a peaceful life. Yeah, I don't have any any interest to know what is the truth. They don't have any interest for know the or relationship with God. They just want to have a joyful material life. So I just want to make sure they really don't have that kind of need, or that kind of need just probably hidden by something, or any other reason. That's what I'm really asked.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Chaitanya Mataji wants to say something.
Yes, at least that's my feeling, that this need for self-actualization, it can also come in different forms and shapes and sizes. So for someone, the epitome of self-actualization would be to buy a brand new extra special car or something, and that's their vision of wow, I really have some value and I don't know, and and also for contributing to society. Some people think that if they feed the hungry, they will have saved the world. So it's their mode of self-actualization.
Mm.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I am reminded that His Holiness Pure Krishna Maharaj says that soul's most important need is to love Radha and Krishna, but probably it's so covered, right?
Mm.
It's so covered that not everyone maybe gets to that inner chamber this lifetime. I hope they will, but yeah.
Can I encounter this idea with an offering some question? Do you think love or belonging to something or some belonging? What can you say about belonging?
Oh, I want to first check. It's 2:00, and actually we are supposed to stop here. If there is anybody who
Okay.
who really needs to go, I don't want to stop you from going.
Mm.
But anybody wants to answer that question of Oscar Prabhu? Maybe Osha Prabhu, you want to say something to that question?
If I got it right, you're asking in terms of belonging.
Belonging and love, yeah.
Yeah, what immediately comes to me, we originally belong in the spiritual world. And that's where all our needs are fully fulfilled. The needs of reciprocal love, because love is reciprocal in nature, and which can be difficult to access here in this material world, especially if there has been a difficult childhood. It can really shut us down, and especially if there is some wounding by some devotees who like when I think of compassion, what also comes to me is the opposite of compassion. So like what would be the opposite, like lack of compassion? I would say abuse. And by abuse, I don't necessarily mean sexual abuse, but I also mean spiritual abuse. When certain Prabhupada references are being forced onto you out of context against your needs, then it can really shut down your sense of belonging to Prabhupada books. And you're belonging to the community who is somehow not addressing or not even acknowledging your needs, or maybe even worse, invalidating your needs. So what I feel is a very important part of belonging would be to be held in love through your needs, and in a very subtle way, if your needs can be guided through some engagement in devotional services, rather than being shut down by quoting some references. So certainly the Prabhupada books are our heart and soul. I deeply love Prabhupada books, but this has been my experience, and also many devotees. When only once, cherry picking of certain verses from scriptures and which belong to a different context. And then, I mean, the whole purpose of belonging for me would be like if my current situation is being with love, it is being engaged in Krishna's service rather than being denied, then I'll feel I belong. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult to access that experience of belonging. And I think Maharaj was only sharing in that monk's podcast I heard that, when this wounding from devotees, it can create impersonalists because you become shut down to because the personal relationship with devotees are causing you deep wounds and traumas because your needs are not being met. And trauma is nothing but it's suppressed emotions and suppressed desires. Those desires long to be engaged in Krishna's service, and instead of being guided in that direction, it is being shut down. Like, the standard statement, Prabhupada is against scientists. Well, the scientific bent of mind can be so beautifully engaged in Krishna's service. So instead of shutting down your scientific bent of mind, if you can be with love guided through it, then you will feel belong. Okay, there is space for me also. There is some space in the community where I also belong. So it's very important to be engaged. It comes down to engagement.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. If any one of you has anything to add.
So how is that for you, Oscar Bravo?
As far as I followed, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you for the detailed explanation.
Yes. And thank you all. It's already 5 minutes past, and I've been really enjoying this association with all of you. And in order to not to abuse more of your time and go more over, I will finish here. And if you want, you can type into chat what are you taking from you with you from this session. I will keep it open if you want to do that. And there will be home practice I will send by email. And I thought that these practice bodies, since we are 6 right now, and 3 Matachis, 3 Prabhus, could be maybe in triads. So you could then find out yourself if you meet 3 of you or 2 and because I would like to keep the practice bodies also on the same gender, to follow the Vaishnava etiquette a bit. Yeah, so thank you so much, and please accept my humble obeisances. Vanchakalpatarupyasya kripasindubhyavachya patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo namo namaha. And I hope to see you all next Sunday, same time from 12 to 2 Swedish time. And I'm already looking forward to that. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
very much.
So I just switch off my camera, but you're welcome to put things on chat if you want. What do you take with you? Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Bye.